Welcome back, builders, to another Minecraft video with me, Scorpios, and today we're going to take a look at this tutorial for a Minecraft City Hall. And on the screen right now, I'm showing you a list of materials that you will need in order to build along with this tutorial. And without further ado, let's start building. So we're going to start by putting down a foundation for this building, and what you're seeing on the screen right now is the measurement for the walls. So to get things started, we're going to take out our sandstone blocks, and we're just going to put down 2 layers of these blocks along the foundation. And as you can see here, feel free to mix in different variations of sandstone blocks as well to break up the texture. And after that, we're going to build a staircase for the entrance, and we're going to use the same material. So at the exact center of this wall here, we're going to start by putting down 8 sandstone blocks like this. And after that, let's put down a few more sandstone blocks along the bottom layer. So here we're going to put down 8 more blocks. And after that, using stair blocks, we're just going to create a staircase that looks exactly like this. And now that the foundation is completed, we're going to start building the walls. So let's start with this wall here, and we're going to be using our brick blocks. And as you can see here, for the time being, we're not going to place any blocks on the corners, so we're just going to start with a wall that is 4 blocks wide. So as you can see here, we're going to leave a window that is 2 blocks wide and 2 blocks tall. And above the window on the first floor, we're going to have 2 layers of brick blocks. And on top of that, we're going to have another window that is 2 blocks wide and 2 blocks tall. And above the upper window, let's put down 2 more layers of solid brick blocks. So that is going to be the window layout that we're going to be using for this entire building. And once again, as we build up more walls, let's just make sure to not build anything on the corners for now. We are going to come back later in the video to fill in the corners, but for now, let's just make sure that all of the windows are on the same level as each other. And as you can see here, for this design, the windows are always going to be 2 blocks apart from each other. And here I am going to fast forward a little bit because we are pretty much using the same window layout. And finally, we're going to come back to the front wall, and at the exact center of this wall here, we're going to put down a 2x2 door frame exactly like this. And after putting down another window on the other side, let's finish building the rest of this wall here. And we're just going to put down one last window right above the door frame. And of course, we're going to fill in the door frame with some wooden doors. And using sandstone blocks, we can add some more decoration to this wall here. In fact, I experimented with some upside down sandstone stairs, and this door frame is looking quite fantastic. So after that, we're going to keep working on these walls here. So using a combination of sandstone walls and smooth sandstone blocks, we're going to decorate this corner using this alternating pattern that you're seeing here. So here we're just going to build this corner up to the same height as the rest of the walls, and as you can see here, we're just going to do the same thing for all of the other corners on this structure. And after that, let's talk about the window design for this build. So we're going to start with this window here on the first floor. And here we're going to put down a total of 4 upside down sandstone stairs along the bottom layer of the window frame like this. And we're also going to put down some sandstone walls along the window frame. And after that, using 4 more sandstone stairs, we're just going to top off this window frame here. And of course, we're using this design for this window here because this window is on the first floor and it is on a corner. But as for the rest of the windows, we're going to use a simpler design. So let's use this second floor window as an example. And as you can see here, we're going to start by putting down exactly 2 sandstone stairs on top of this window frame. And after that, let's put down 2 more sandstone half slabs exactly like this. So those are the window designs that we will be using for this build, and as you can see here, we're just going to replicate the same design on the other side of this wall. And after that, let's also make sure to fill in the rest of the windows on the middle of this wall here. So before we move on to the next step, make sure to decorate every single side of this structure. And of course, once all of the windows are decorated, we are going to move on to building a roof for this city hall. And in order to do that, we're going to start by extending this wall section here. So we're going to start by putting down a sandstone block on this exact block right here. And we're going to skip 4 blocks and do the exact same thing over here. And we're going to fill in the middle here with 4 brick stairs. And after that, we're going to switch back to using solid brick blocks. So let's put down a total of 4 blocks on top here. And just to wrap this up, 2 more blocks on top here. And after that, we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side of this wall here. And after that, we're going to start working on the roof itself. And we're going to start this process using stone bricks. So as you can see here, along the top layer of the walls, we are going to put down these stone brick slabs. And in order to add more decoration, I am also going to mix in some upside down stone brick stairs. And here I'm just going to put these down in between these windows. And as you can see here, we are going to do the same thing all the way around this entire structure. And of course, it does get a little tricky on the front side here, so let's take a closer look here. So once we get to this exact block here, we are going to switch to using stone brick stairs. So after putting down a block exactly like this, we are going to come over to the side here and put down an upside down stair block. And another block on top, and so on and so forth until we reach the center of this wall. And after that, we're going to take out our stone brick slabs again, and we're just going to put down another one of them off on this side as well. And as you can see here, we're just going to repeat the same process and create this roof shape exactly like this. And after that, we're going to switch back to using our stone brick slabs, and we're just going to create a structure that looks exactly like this. And after that, we're just going to go ahead and finish building this roof. And as you can see here, for this step, we are going to be using deep slate tiles. And to be specific, we are using stair blocks. So we're just going to go around and place these blocks down exactly like what you're seeing here. Following the exact shape that we had laid down in the previous step, we're just going to keep placing down these blocks as we build towards the center of this structure, and we're just going to slowly add more layers to this roof. And as you can see, another thing that I'm doing here is to add these stone brick stairs on each layer of the corners of this roof. I think switching up the block on the corners here will add a sense of structure to this roof, however, this is completely optional. So here in the back of this building, we're going to add exactly 5 layers to this roof. And after that, we're going to switch back to the front side of this building, and using the same method, we're just going to follow along with the existing structure and fill in all of the space right here. And as you can see here, we're going to end up with a huge rectangular open space at the center of this roof, and we're just going to cover it up with some solid materials, and here I am going to be using stone brick slabs. And for the next step here, we're going to start working on a tower that's going to be at the center of this rooftop. And what you're seeing on the screen right now is the exact shape of the foundation of this tower. And as you can see here, following this exact shape, we're going to start by creating an open space on top of this roof. So let's clear out the space by getting rid of all of the blocks in the middle here. And after that, we're going to take out our brick blocks, and we're just going to build along this existing open space. So we're just going to make sure that this entire structure is completely sealed off along its sides, and after that, we're just going to bring everything up to the same level, and that is going to give us a nice brick foundation for this tower. And let's just add one more layer of brick blocks on top here, and as you can see here, I am also mixing in some upside down brick stairs. And that is going to give us some nice added decoration. Alright, and after that, let's seal off the top here with some solid materials. And following this exact pattern that you're seeing here, we're just going to put down some columns, and here we are using quartz pillars, and here each one of the columns is going to be exactly 3 blocks tall. And along the lower edges of these columns, we can also put down some quartz half slabs. And all that we're doing here is to connect these columns, and as you can see here, we're going to do the same thing along the top edges of these columns, but here we are going to be using stone brick slabs. And after that, we're going to keep using our stone bricks, and we're just going to expand the top layer of this structure by 1 block. So here I'm going to slow down the video just so that you can see the blocks that are being added for this step. But again, all that we're really doing here is to expand the top layer of this structure by 1 block. And after that, we're going to keep using our stone brick half slabs. And as you can see here, along the outer edges of this structure, we're just going to add another layer. So let's go around and place down some more stone brick half slabs. To finish up the building process here, we are going to build a dome on top of this tower here. So as you can see here, we're going to start by putting down a layer of deep slate blocks, and we're just going to put them down along the edges exactly like this. And on the layer above here, at the middle of each side, we're going to put down 4 more deep slate blocks. And another thing that we can also do here is to put in some deep slate stairs, and we can put them down like what you're seeing here, and that is going to smooth out the edges on this dome. Alright, and on the 3rd layer above here, for each side, we're going to put down 2 additional solid deep slate blocks. And before we keep building up on each one of the corners, as you can see here, we're going to put down 3 solid blocks exactly like what you're seeing here. And starting on the 4th layer of deep slate blocks here, we are going to use a different building method. So starting on this corner here, we're going to put down a temporary block, and let's put down 2 stair blocks off to the side here. And after that, we're going to put down a solid block diagonally off to the side. And once again, we're going to repeat this exact process for a total of 4 times all the way around this layer here. Alright, and in order to seal off the top of this dome here, we are going to switch over to using deep slate slabs. And on the layer above here, we're just going to put down these blocks just to seal off any open space. And of course, if you would like to add some additional decoration on top of this dome, you can also use stone brick stairs. So we're just going to put down 4 of them at the very center of this dome. And after putting these stair blocks down exactly like this, our city hall is now complete. So that is all I have for today's tutorial, and if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so yet. I do a lot of building here on this channel, so make sure to check out my other videos as well. And with that said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.